to burn away the plants.
We're gonna call you Rama the Fire
So
and
I can.
Ice.
Well, I mean, it's a
can
rainforest and it's foggy. It's gonna take a lot of fire to burn these plants.
Hey, look, how hot does a dragon burn? You don't
Yeah,
know.
dragon breath is probably pretty fiery.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. You're probably an
Right.
extra spicy dragonborn fire breather because of
Is that?
your spicy tendencies, twerking on dragons and whatnot.
I mean, I'm just trying to have a good time and not die.
Oh, that came with. Dang it.
I'm also feeling like ass. So if I fall asleep in the next 20 minutes, I'm so sorry.
I'm proud of you.
That happens.
So, Philgax, you're hiding. Grim is here with the family. Y'all are way over here somewhere, not seeing shit. All right, so Grim, you actually see this, and actually Vilgax, you can see this since you're still hiding and whatever. So they set up this camp, they take it out. There is a young girl, actually two little young girls, with Dom, the father, a younger-ish but taller woman, which you can assume is his wife, and then a fifth person in a lot more tattered clothing, and they are basically taking everything out of the cart and setting it up kind of in piles, making it neat first, and then as he's doing that, he's taking the tent, he's setting up the tent, and
So he's
basically
doing
almost
all the
doing
work.
basically
So
all of the
slave.
work for them. And Dom is just kind of chatting with you, asking you, kind of pats you on the back and says, "That was, good clearing you made here. Dinner should be ready in about an hour or so. Where are you traveling from, and where are you going?" Making
I
small.
ask myself that every day, and that's the only answer I give.
Gotcha.
Where did we come from? Where did we go?
Where did we come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
But as to where I'm coming from, I came from the military camp, which for some reason they fully abandoned when I was supposed to be reporting back there, but
Or did they?
there's just nobody there.
Should we do a time heist? No, I'm not there.
Military camp. Yeah, where are you? You guys are still on the path? You guys just...
Hey, I'm wondering, did the spire thing do anything?
Oh, sorry. Sure, now you've set some of the brush on fire, and as you walk behind, like, you're in front, Rom, and Yoder, you're behind him, you're like putting out fires because you don't want the entire jungle to fucking burn.
I stopped him. I go, no, don't watch. And then I touch him, and I cast Dragon's Breath, and I place him directly in front of me, and I go, now open.
Okay.
There's a moment happening right now.
Out sprouts ice.
And out sprouts ice.
Fire and
And I just keep doing that until I find not. And then I just look at him and I go, "You're helping." And then I just keep doing that until we're not in the forest anymore.
Perfect. So as you're doing that, and now Dom looks at you, Grim, and says, "Did you hear that?" And it smells like fire.
Hear what?
I think we have company. Better grab your sword. He goes ahead and grabs his axe and walks out front to this
It
area.
might just be this dumbass that's been following me for a while.
Oh, it's like that?
Well, we can't be too careful. Girls, go hide in the tent.
Alright, probably right. I'll stand at the ready, even though I probably know who it is.
Abraham.
He just likes to light things on fire and twerk on dragons.
He instructs the person that's been doing everything. He says, "Abraham, grab that sword." And so the tattered, clothed male comes walking up with a sword, kind of like stands behind you, but he's like kind of like shaking a little bit. And what are you guys doing now, Ram and Yoder? still just.
Well, okay, so like I'm probably here because it's 15 feet.
Yep.
They're probably
Um,
like right behind him.
so I do my last fire breath, and do I see? Is it clear now, or is there more woods?
It is getting. It's basically.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of jungle, but you do see like a clearing up front, and about 15 feet away, you can see like
Yeah.
something figure kind of like standing there. You can see
Mhm.
some smoke as there's a fire going behind
Mhm.
somewhere over
Mhm.
there, and that's kind of what you see.
I turn around. I see a figure.
Yeah, like there's three figures kind of standing like as they walk through like this clearing at the very edge of it. As you're walking up, you see like three
I did a
figures walk through it.
perception.
Perfect. You do see these three figures. One looks, it's dark now, darker, so it's harder to
Mhm.
see. But one of them looks a little scaly. One of them's a big, kind of plump, jolly old man with a big white
Mhm.
beard.
Mhm.
Uh, and then there's another skinnier, frail-looking human, like
Mhm.
kind of like you can kind of hear a sword, kind of waving back and forth a little bit.
Okay, so I just finished my fire breath, and I see this, and I go Yoder, and then I cast Dragon's Breath, and I do the ice, and I go back to Yoder, and I go, "There's a jolly fat man and a scaly person, and a guy who looks way too skinny to be involved in this conversation, hanging out on the other side of this clearing."
Scaly person. Is that Grim? Do you think?
I feel like that's a
Is
little
he being?
racist to assume
Wow. Okay. I
that
mean,
every scaly
I mean,
person we run into has to be a dragonborn.
I guess we've run into snake people too.
Check your privilege, Yoder. Damn.
Fair enough. Good call. Good call on that. Yeah, I need to do some reflection, self-reflection on that. Right.
Can I have my woke skill back now?
Sure. Your woke skill is a +2.
No, the woke skill, depending on the character, is just a flat
Oh
wisdom.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yep, yep, yep.
But yeah, there's people, beings.
Uh, should we? Did they look scared or threatened?
They look. Do I feel like they look menacing?
They look like they're about ready to. If something were to pop out, they could attack.
Mm. They look menacing. And then I cast Dragon's Breath one last time on Yoder, and I go, "What are you feeling? A little icy, a little fiery, a little lightningy, a little acidy. Like, what's the vibe?"
Uh, let's do lightning. Yeah, let's go lightning.
Oh
Sounds
boy.
good, Thor. And then I cast Dragon's Breath for lightning damage.
Uh huh. What else are you doing?
And then take a couple steps forward, and I go, "Hello, jolly, possibly menacingly fat man and skinny guy, and definitely not a dragonborn scaly guy."
Does Grimmelberg recognize the voice?
Yeah, you do.
I have like 5 different
Like, hey
voices.
Rom, stop being a dumbass and casting dragon breath all over the place.
And then I turn to Yoda and I'm like, "You know what? You were right."
So you guys, what? And then Dom looks at you, Grim, and just says, "These yours?"
I don't know if I want to claim him, but I know him.
Not
And I
hostile, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, he's not hostile most of the time.
Perfect. And
It
you
depends
hear
what I
this.
consider hostile.
You hear this voice ring out and say, "Come join us for dinner, Grim's
oh
friend."
Yoder, I should check my privilege, but they have dinner.
I am starving. We should let's eat.
I do that. I go,
And as you guys walk up, the jolly kind of older man greets you and says, "He must be his friends. He didn't say he was traveling with anybody, but the more the merrier."
You never
"Isn't that
asked.
suspicious to you? Like he didn't say he was traveling with someone."
Yeah, is he like embarrassed of us or something? That's weird.
Yeah, that's so
Uh oh.
weird.
Uh-oh.
Yoder? That's weird,
I
Chris.
met these guys a while back. We were pushed together by circumstance.
We literally carried you to your little home base that you decided to abandon willingly within the last 30 minutes.
Oh, I don't remember it happening that way.
See, this is like the family dinners I know about.
There we go. Yeah.
Everybody's just arguing.
I'm not arguing. I'm just spitting facts.
I'll look around and say, hey, is Bill Gax anywhere
Alternative
around here?
facts. Fake news.
Oh, okay, this would be bad if I do that.
And as like everybody just walks up to these guys to like sit down and have dinner, Bill Gax is just like shaking my head like, idiots, not like this.
Just like home.
So I was
Grim
trying.
just walks back over to the fire.
I'm gonna break the fourth wall for a second. I was trying to find a picture of what this
Santa Claus?
Abraham could be to our Dom here, and of course the only thing that pops up is a drow. So we're not gonna do that.
That's racist.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
He's
Fine.
the first one, drizzed it. Like, uh-oh.
So we're just going to use a generic something or another. Perfect. So as he comes back, he says, "Abraham, dinner now."
Question.
Gives him a nod. Yes.
Abraham. I look at Abraham and I go, "You don't happen to be part of a church that celebrates birds and bushes?"
He just kind of like looks at you and just gives you like a really like head nod, no, and like walks away to.
No, I didn't think so.
That doesn't say a word or anything to you. Just kind of like gives you just a shake of a head and then walks away.
The Church of the Bird in the Hand or the
as
Two in the
that-
Bush?
Ah, yes, the old ways.
It's just
Which
a
is
popular
where-
church from where I'm from.
Nobody cares about your church.
I don't go to it. I don't do that. But it's good to believe in something, right, Yoder?
It gives one purpose at the very least.
Yeah, sure. We
Why
all
would I
got
need
gods.
a porpoise? We're in the middle of a jungle. I don't need a dolphin.
Yeah, but it's nice to pray to one sometimes.
Well, we're just gonna skip that for now. 'Cause
All right, I think something should happen now.
Hey, look, I'm having a great time conversating.
yeah, you guys are
So
just talking. I'm just letting you go.
Jolly guy, what's your name?
Oh, my name's Dom. That's my family here, and
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
Daddy
you don't
Dom.
fuck with them because nothing's stronger than the power of family.
Daddy Dom meet Rom. Rom meet
So
Daddy
you got-
Dom.
So you got family.
there's two little girls that kind of come out of the tent.
Are they human?
Yes, they are human.
They're human.
Yes. Two little human girls and a human lady is also kind of like getting all the pots and pans ready
Yeah.
on the table, while Abraham, the one that was speaking to earlier, is taking out like all of the food and making sure.
Is
everything's
Abraham human?
Abraham is human.
Cool. So your daughter's wife and son?
No. My two girls, my wife.
Uh-huh.
He's our worker.
Oh, nice. He got dental.
Excuse me?
He got dental.
No.
He doesn't
No.
have any teeth left, probably. Why would he need dental?
You know, you gotta ask for dental when you start a job. For him. Did you ask for dental? Let me guess. The military's like, oh, we'll just pull it out.
Actually, the military is obscenely good dental. There was
Really?
a guy who joined in with wicked meth mouth. They gave him all new teeth.
Damn, that's some Feywild dental.
So as you guys are chatting, you hear a clang, and kind of like sounds like something got tipped over, and you see in the dirt like a loaf of bread rolls all in the dirt, and Dom looks over as he hears it and says, "Abraham, you cannot waste this food." He walks over to him and slaps him upside the head and says, "Don't do that again."
I'm not gonna react. I'm gonna go pick up the bread and I'm gonna cast Prestidigitate to make it nice again. I'm gonna be like, there's no need for hatred. We're all God's children. And I hand him the bread.
How do we
Nice.
circle
Now I'm
around?
turning all super religious.
How do we circle
Wow.
around to the back of this cart?
While preparing an Eldritch Blast in my concealed hand.
Gotcha. Give me just or what the fuck?
Sleight of hand.
Give me a sleight of hand to see if Dom doesn't see this.
Sneaky.
What'd you get? A
That's
25?
a 25.
Yeah, he doesn't see it at all.
Okay.
He's too angry at Abraham right now. Um,
So does he respond to my bread comment?
he turns around and says, "That is trash. He's already ruined it.
How did he
I am
ruin
so
it?
sorry that he ruined part of the dinner. That we
But
have more,
the
thankfully,
bread's
but
clean. The bread's clean. It's fine. It's clean.
he just kind
Look
of
at it.
looks at you and is like, we can make you fresh stuff. I promise."
We could just break this bread, bro.
I know it's just hard to find good work these days, don't you? You know.
What would you consider good work? I mean, obviously he don't got dental, right? Why would he work without dental? Like that's rude. You got healthcare. You got
He's
how much
got
do you
every.
pay? How much
He's,
do you pay Abraham Lincoln over here?
oh, it's not about the pay.
And, oh, how much do you pay
We're gonna
him?
have to reverse Abraham this. Because Abraham,
How much do you pay
God damn it.
Give
him?
me another stealth check, Vilgax. With your at this point, give me another stealth check. Perfect, and give me perception as well as you sneak around to the cart. Perfect.
Perception's
I'll get
trash.
back to that in one
Guys
second.
are just robbing these fucking people and picking a fight because he has a worker. Prisoner with job.
So he goes to you, Rami, as you ask him like how much he pays. He's like he doesn't get pay.
He doesn't get paid.
His
I turn to Yoder, Eldritch Blast still, hidden. And I go, Yoder, is slavery a thing here? Like, is that legal? You would know.
Uh, I don't think so.
Is that a moral question or is that like a illegal question?
I don't know anyone who has slaves.
So
As far as I'm aware.
legally,
It's not my
slaves are not
crowd.
cool, right?
What if
Legally,
he's
that's
like
immoral.
Uncle Fester and just helping out?
Let's ask
What if
Abraham.
they have that kind of relationship where they hit each other and sword fight sometimes?
well, now you two. Listen here. Am I sensing hostility to you? I invite you
I'm
into my
not
camp and
hostile.
give you
I'm just
dinner,
asking questions.
and you're going to tell me what I can do?
I'm not telling you what you can do. I'm asking questions. You're getting hostile here.
He just wants to know if you
And
pay your slave.
I'm just gonna wink and smile and use my persuasion.
Sure. Do your best. Give me a persuasion check.
Do
That-
your best.
Damn it.
That's a 15.
Yeah. He looks at you. Now I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not from here. He's my worker. That's how he helps around. We get along. He doesn't get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Mm-hmm.
I'm sensing that y'all are hostile towards me now. So do I need to let you go, or do we have to? What's going on here?
No, I ain't got a problem. I dispel my Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Can I Can I try to surreptitiously cast suggestion on Dom?
Sure. Give me a sleight of hand.
All right.
Let's see. With
Skills.
I'll give
This is really good. I have a +0 on sleight of hand.
Oh, dropped it.
2.
It was an 18 and then it went to 2.
Well then.
What's the verbiage of suggestion?
Yeah. Where is it?
Oh, they're just like around the fire, like helping their mom, like kind of like get water into pans and stuff.
There it is. How do I put there? Display me. There we go.
Okay. Does he get a save or is it just a?
He gets a wisdom save.
Okay.
So I will cast it.
So 12. DC is 17. Okay, so he fails.
All right. So I will suggest that he lets Abraham eat dinner with the family tonight.
Okay. Yeah, and he actually walks over. I can't remember. So he's gonna do this, but does he know that he obviously knows that you did this, right?
I was trying to can't be charmed to meet the situation in such a manner. The condition. It doesn't say they aren't aware, but it doesn't say they are aware.
Okay, perfect. So he actually kind of looked at you, like you kind of looked at him and said something that he couldn't hear because it's verbal, and you did like a hand gesture as somatic. And
I guess it's just verbal.
Is it just verbal?
In material, yeah.
Oh, perfect. So you said something. He didn't quite hear what you said in the beginning, and he feels kind of see him perk up a little bit and get this question look. He's turns to you both and says, you know, maybe I have been a little hard on him. So he walks over towards Abraham and kind of puts his arm on his shoulder. As he does that, Abraham kind of winces a little bit, and he just kind of whispers into his ear. You guys can't quite hear what he says, but he does say something to him. And he comes back and says, "So, are we all gonna eat like a family?"
You guys want to know what he whispered in his ear? I'm immune to charm. Just go with it.
I'm gonna say absolutely, and then I'm gonna use a message to send a message to Abraham Lincoln and be like, "Yo, don't freak out. I'm using powers of magic." Are
He
you
kind
good?
of what? And he just kind of nods his
We
head.
lock eyes, and I go.
He kind of looks at you and says, and you notice that Dom looks at him too, and he quickly gets back to work. Vilgax inside the cart, pretty much everything in the cart's mostly been taken out. There's a few sleeping rolls still in there. There's a chest, a decent size 5x5 chest, kind of sitting in back, and some other rations. And then towards the back of that cart, there's a larger chest up in the front that kind of spans the entire width of the cart, but it's closed. That's what you see as you look into the cart.
All right, so nothing worth value or nothing really of use.
You can see there's two chests and then a couple sleeping rolls that are still in there.
And how close is the cart to the edge of the clearing here and the brush?
So they parked the cart behind, we'll say behind this. So there's enough clearing. They have line of sight on it, but there's it's around some trees and whatnot. It's parked. Let me see if I can draw it. It is parked kind of this way, so it's blocked. This entire back half is kind of blocked off. You're kind of right here right now, towards the back looking in. So there's some brush here that they can't see, and it's darker. It's becoming nightfall, so.
All right. Well, I don't want to fully climb into the cart, but for arm's length reach, I want to try and see if I can open up one of those chests, see what's in it.
So the small one is towards the back. So you go to lift it up.
Loot chest.
And It's locked.
All right. Well, in that case, I'd pull out my thieves' toolkit.
All
I'll try and unlock it.
right. And I believe that's a dexterity, isn't it? I should probably know this. Plus proficiency. I don't remember what it is. Thieves' tools. Let's see. Set of tools, small. Proficiency with these tools lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability check you make to disarm traps or open locks. Isn't it dexterity, or am I thinking?
I'm pretty sure it's Dex.
Are you proficient with them too?
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw with your proficiency bonus.
A save throw?
Whatever the do a straight dex with, and then add your proficiency.
All right. Dun, 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 dun.
Grumelberg summons his echo, and they both start dancing.
Cool. So now,
And then that's +4 for my proficiency.
perfect with a 20.
That's a 20.
Yeah, you easily, like, it's just a simple little lock that was on it. You are able to unlock it very easily, and as you unlock it, it's just kind of dangling there. What would you like to do now?
Oh, well, what's in it?
Oh, you want to open it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go ahead and open it, and it makes a sound.
Like how loud?
Oh, very loud. Like it is an old crate.
Grumelberg and his echo are trying to dance with the children too.
Perfect, and you do dance with the children. You are dancing with the children for fun. All of a sudden, Ram and Yoda, you hear this loud or whatever, what sounds like opening a door of sorts, and Dom looks over really quickly and starts to move quickly towards his.
As he's doing that, I would like to cast a spell as soon as I hear that. I'd like to cast a minor illusion spell.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'll let you do that. Vilgax, as you open it, you do see a ton of gold inside that chest, full to the brim.
I'm just.
And then.
Okay, go ahead.
You're gonna cast minor illusion. What's your illusion, Ram?
My illusion is it's another chest. I'm gonna cast it right here. It's another chest that opens,
Nice.
like delayed.
Yep.
And then a clown pops out of it, and I go, entertainment for the night, anybody?
So he all of a sudden goes, oh, I could have sworn that was. Oh, you're an illusionist.
I got magic.
You're an
magic.
illusionist. But now
Yeah.
you're gonna roll me a D100.
Me?
You sure are.
Damn it.
Wild Magic Forest.
Actually, first I need a D20.
That's a
D20 as well.
73
Okay,
and
I need a
just a straight D20.
Just a straight D20.
That's a 12.
So you get. Oh, it's only a nuanced, so that's good. And
Guys.
73.
Quick thinking. I'm saving us.
73. Okay.
So 73 is a nuclear bomb explodes and wipes out the entire peninsula.
That would be the perfect ending for me.
Perfect. So when you cast this spell, it's almost. This is a cantrip, right?
It's a cantrip.
Okay. So it's a little harder for you to cast this cantrip than you normally feel like. It should be really easy, but you're struggling to keep it going.
You're really groaning to keep it up.
So as I'm like, it's magic.
Yeah, you're struggling to cast the cantrip, right? So mechanically, for the next hour, any spell that you cast uses a slot level higher.
I ain't got all that.
All right. while that's happening, and then I like hear some like talking and stuff outside, I'm just gonna try and quickly like throw this gold in my bag and then get the hell back out of the cart into the woods.
You're gonna try to throw all of it in your bag.
Whatever I can get in my bag.
Okay.
Dropping a bunch of
Like
coins in a
loudly,
bag.
loudly. Are you trying to like? I'm assuming you're just like trying to grab coins and like throw them in a bag and then like run.
It's a bag.
I mean, I'm not like just like grabbing a whole thing and going to chunk. I'm just like grab a handful, place in bag.
Okay.
To like whatever I can fit in my bag. Because that chest is freaking heavy if it's filled with gold, so that's staying here.
Damn, he got a 9. Okay. So you are able to do so. As you're doing that and putting some in your bag, you feel a tug on your leg.
I'm still dancing with the children.
I know you are, but one of them went missing now, and you're still dancing with the older girl, but the smaller, little older girl has now gone missing from you, but you don't notice because you're dancing, and you feel a tug on your leg, Vilgax, before you
The
start.
whole idea was if they found
I
out
know.
my friends were robbing them, I was going to hold the kids hostage.
Yeah, but you know how kids are. They're squirrely. You're dancing, so you feel a tug on right before you leave. As you go out to turn around with a bag full of gold, you feel a tug on your leg.
Okay, so I turn around to look, like my arm blade's not popped out yet, but like I'm turning around with it.
And like you don't see, like obviously you turn around, you like don't see anything. You look down and there's like a little girl just staring up at you, like doesn't say anything, just staring at you.
Children, as we all know, have plus 100 to stealth checks.
Yeah, sure do.
They're so
They
short.
do.
Yeah.
They do. They really do.
I'm very torn at this time.
Kill it.
Oh.
That was my
If
first
we killed
inclination.
children,
I'm like,
I don't know.
I'm like, things are sneaky out in these woods. There's never been anything good. I should just murder it, get out of the way.
I can't
do
have
you do?
this. I can't influence you because I can't have a conversation with you about like anything. So like
No.
you live your life. Kill
Yeah,
it.
well-
Don't kill it. Not my problem.
What would you like to do, Vilgax? As this little girl looks at you as you're about to steal this gold from her family's chest.
Send her into another realm.
You could do that.
Technically, it's not killing.
I think what I would rather do. I'm gonna see if he'll allow this and just trigger reaction to something touching me and just try and trigger my short warp to teleport 15 feet away.
Yeah, that works. So like she tugs on you and like looks at you and is just like this, and all of a sudden you like poof, like and now you're 15 feet away, and she just kind of like.
Yep, and then I'm gonna try and fuck off back into the woods.
And you're able to, after you do the short warp,
I was like, where did that even come from? I must be losing my touch.
so then she comes like walking back into the camp and basically just sits on a little stone like next to her mom making, helping make dinner with Abraham.
So how much gold did I get?
Give me a D100 roll.
I'm gonna tell you how much gold we're gonna have.
We're gonna become evil in this campaign, aren't we?
15.
I mean,
I'm
Grimmelberg's
not
already
trying to
partway
become
there.
evil, but like slaves ain't kosher with me because I have a personal history with slavery, and also a bunch of white kids isn't gonna stop me from murder. So
So now
Who
gives
said they were white?
I don't know. They seem pretty 8x11s to me.
now
Doing the slaves. beating people for no reason.
Roll a d10 too, Vilgax.
All
Have
right.
very Christian family values.
15 times 5, that's how much gold you got.
225.
15 times 5?
Yep.
I don't know,
So you rolled a
125.
You rolled a 15 on the d100. You could have had a ton if you had rolled a little higher.
That's all right. You gotta leave the family something. I'm not a monster.
So she sits there. Dom, he is with Rom, like asking him to do like more illusions and shit. As you're doing that and distracted, you see the little girl come walking like around the back, and he goes, "Ow!" He goes, "Let's see. The older one's name is Shelly. The little one's name is Sharon." And so he goes, "Sharon, what were you doing back there? You know you're not supposed to go off by yourself. Go by your mom." And he said, "Okay, where were you? I want to see some more illusions. Those were fun."
Right? Aren't they so cool? I fucking love it. Like, I'm just gonna keep fixating on the one.
Perfect.
I'm like, look how it makes the different face now.
Grimmelberg says, boring. I know you can do better than that. More
I'm
magic,
gonna.
more magic.
I've never wanted to kill someone so much in my life.
Who do you want to kill, Dom?
No.
Oh.
Guess who?
I'm gonna like, as I'm like, I'm just gonna look at him and be
Just grit your teeth. You're like,
like, shut up.
With that, some time passes, and dinner is ready after about an hour or so, and the wife and Abraham serve it to everybody, as there's a huge wooden table that they basically made sitting out by the fire, and he says, everybody, dinner is ready. Come eat. This is what you
As
guys were here
I'm
for anyway.
as I'm walking towards the table to get a seat, I sit as closest as I can between Dom and one of the children, and I look at Dom as I'm sitting down. I'm like, "That's right, we have our women serve us here," and I sit down.
Yeah. So the guys get served food. Abraham and the wife, they serve you all the food, and Dom is the last to actually sit down, and he goes and pats Abraham on the back. He says, "No, no, 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 no. You sit here tonight." And he sits down at the end of the table and eats with everybody, and you can just tell that Abraham is just like kind of distraught about it, but he does sit down and eats with everybody. And
is mom doing like the "Here comes the airplane" to the kids?
oh yeah, definitely. And the kids are
I
loving it, eating, and
I send another message telepathically to Abraham, and I go, "You gonna get your ass beat later, aren't you?"
he's just like in before poison. Okay. And he just kind of like he like looks up again. And he's like kind of like a little more distraught because he keeps hearing voices in his head, and he's just like kind of keeps eating.
Yeah,
Mostly
I'm gonna
ignoring
send another one and be like, Abraham, this is the Lord Jesus Christ.
it.
You're gonna make this guy lose his fucking mind and his
That's the
home.
point.
Perfect.
Just trying to save slavery.
So yeah, dinner happens. You guys are enjoy. You guys are full. There is a full course meal.
I
With all the
purposely
fixings.
asked Dom at various points about his opinions on women's rights.
But where I come from, yeah, they all have rights. They just
Are
this
they
is what
inalienable or are they like permeable?
yes, of course, inalienable. But this is what we do. Like she's a home taker, home
She
caretaker.
has the right to
for the
be a
child.
wife, the right to bear children, the right to cook in the kitchen, the right
Correct.
to
The right
serve me
to
my
stay at
food.
home.
Yeah,
Get it, girl.
all those things. And this is
Mhm.
this is where we're from. This is what we do.
How do you feel about other people?
What about it?
Like
I
just
invited
treat
you here,
people.
didn't I? Didn't I
I'm
invite
just
y'all
like,
in for dinner?
no, I'm just asking a question.
I
I'm just
invited
asking.
y'all for dinner. You don't have to be this way.
Is there certain people you don't like? Like I don't like ant people. They're not nice.
Ant people?
People.
What?
Well,
They're
I have had some run-ins with some Yanti and lizard folk when we were trying to
oh
travel.
yeah,
So, but
they tough. They
I
tough.
cut
They
off
tough.
one of their heads once.
oh, you did. Ha!